Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Godeman, and we are in Philadelphia for the 1911 replay, Strat-O-Matic replay. It's April 13, 1911. And what we have here is the second game of a three-game series between the New York Highlanders and the Philadelphia A's, the world champion Philadelphia Athletics. We'll have our lineups in a few minutes. It's Ray Fisher starting for the Highlanders, a right-hander, and Jack Coombs, the big right-hander for the championship Athletics. So stand by. We'll be with you in just a few minutes. Thank you. Okay, let's start with our opening lineups for the day for the New York Highlanders. They won this is the second of a three-game series. New York won the first game 3-2 in real world, and this is the second game of the three-game. New York won it 3-1. Leading off for the Highlanders is Harry Walter in right field. Batting second in center, Charlie Hemphill. Batting third, at first base, Hal Chase. Batting cleanup at third base, Roy Hartzell. John Knight batting fifth at second. Batting sixth in left field, Birdie Cree. Otis Johnson batting seventh at shortstop. The catcher is Walter Blair. He'll bat eighth, and Jack Fisher is the pitcher. Identical lineup other than Fisher for these New York Highlanders. About a 500 ball club. For the Philadelphia world champion Philadelphia Athletics. Leading off in left field is Willie Hogan. Batting second in center field, Rube Oldring. Eddie Collins bats third. He'll play second. Frank Baker is the cleanup hitter. He's at third base. Batting fifth and playing for Stuffy McInnes, who's injured. But he should be back in about a week. It's Harry Davis. He's at first base. Batting sixth in right field, Danny Murphy. Jack Barry at shortstop, batting seventh. They have a new catcher. Jack Lapp will catch and bat eighth. Ira Thomas caught the first game. And the pitcher and batting ninth is Big Jack Coombs. Combs won 31 games last year in 1910 in Real World. He won 28 in Real World this year. And in about 3 minutes, we expect these clubs to take the field. The Philadelphia A's to take the field. So we're just standing by here to get this game started. This game is being played in Shibe Park. The attendance is about 5,000. And Kathy Harden has arrived. Beautiful, Kathy Harden. Great to see you. Combs pitched a complete game in this, even though they lost. For New York, Quinn and Caldwell came in for relief. They'll be available if needed. If Philly needs somebody, we'll take a look. Got about 2 minutes till the first pitch. Here at Shibe Park, lineups are identical except for the pitchers, Kathy Harden and Jack Lapp, catching in place of Ira Thomas, who caught the first game for Philly. These are the Philadelphia A's. They lost 3-2 to the Highlanders. These are the returning champions, the A's. Let me just also let you know, Stuffy McInnes, who was part of that $100,000 infield, is hurt. He'll be back in about a week, and he'll take over at first base. The $100,000 infield comprises McInnes at first, Collins at second, Baker at third, and Barry at short. McInnes will be back. Oh, that's good coffee. Unfortunately, you got yours, I got mine. Unfortunately, it's last cup. So I'll be needing to make some coffee here this morning. Again. Oh, Lord, that's good coffee. Okay, that should do it. The tweet is up, and the tweet is good. And the Philadelphia A's take the field. Here's Jack Combs on the mound. And leading it off for New York is Harry Walter. And we're ready to play. Walter, a left-handed hitter. Here's Combs now. He's ready, and the pitch to Walter. 4-8, left-hander, grounds it to first. Davis has it. And there's one away. We're underway. Now Charlie Hemphill Hal Chase is on deck. Here's Coombs now. The windup, the pitch to Hemphill. 1-5, and that is a base hit by Hemphill. A one-out single, Hemphill on first, and now Hal Chase, the batter. Okay, here's Coombs from the stretch. 6-12 to Chase, grounds it to first, that's for Davis. He's a 3. 2-3, it goes through for a base hit. Hemphill, rounding second, goes to third. And the Highlanders have something going here in the top of the first. First and third, one out for Roy Hartzell. Okay, here's Coombs now. And the pitch to Hartzell. 4-2. And that is a base hit by Hartzell. Hemphill scores. Chase to second. It's 1-0 New York. I think Kathy's for New York. It's first and second, one out. We're John Knight, the batter now. And the pitch. 2-7. Base hit up the middle. Chase scores. Hartzell to third. 4 straight singles allowed by Coombs here in the top of the first. It's 2-0 New York. Now Bertie Cree, the batter. Look at this guy. 348. First and third, one out. Here's Coombs now. The pitch to Cree. 6-3, fly ball left. Hogan, he's a 4. And he can't get it. It drops in. It's going to be extra bases. Hartzell scores. Knight scores. It's a triple for Cree. A 2-run triple for Bertie Cree. And it's a 4-0 ball game here in the top of the first. Now Otis Johnson. Coombs getting hit hard here. The pitch to Johnson, 4-9, switch hitter, and that is a base hit, and home comes Cree. 5 runs in a merry-go-round of an inning. 5-0 New York. Who would have thought? Otis Johnson being held 1-10. Here's Walter Blair, still only 1 out. Johnson on first. Here's Coombs again. 1-11, and that is a base hit to left field by Blair. Johnson goes to second and holds. And Ray Fisher coming to bat. First and second, 1 out. 7 straight hits allowed by Coombs. My Lord, 6'11", right-hander, and there's the 8th straight hit. Bases loaded, Johnson will hold. Still only 1 out, Kathy Harden. Here's Harry Walter. Bases loaded, 1 out, infield back, and the pitch. 5'8", left-hander, grounds to second, and that will be a double play. So the side is finally over, pulled by Collins. 5 runs. And New York batted around. After a half, it's New York 5, Philly coming to bat. Tough inning for Jack Coombs, to say the least. Here's Ray Fisher now for New York. Willie Hogan leads it off for Philly. 2-4. He flies it to right. And Walter makes the catch, one away. Rube Oldring, the batter. That's 5-8. Struck him out. 2 down. Now Fisher will face Eddie Collins. Here's the pitch to Collins. 1-6. And that is a double down the line for Eddie. A 2-out double. And Frank Baker comes up to bat. Pitch to Baker, 4-2, left-hander, chops it to second. Knight has it, and the side is out. No runs, 1 hit, the double by Eddie Collins, left on base after 1. It's New York 5, Philly nothing. Folks, sorry I didn't have an afternoon game yesterday. Just a lot going on. I have other activities, and I just could not do it, and I can't do it today. So our next game will be tomorrow. And that's okay. We're not playing any contests here. It'll be same time, 8:15 a.m., Montreal Expos, Robertson at Houston with Durker in our 1969 replay. And keep in mind, those Astros are only 9 games behind Atlanta in the first place Atlanta team in the National League West. Okay, it's top of the second. Jack Coombs had such a tough inning. He let up 8 hits in order and 5 runs. Charlie Hemphill will lead it off. Singleton scored. 4-8. Left-hander grounds it to first, 1 down. Now here's Hal Chase. Singled and scored. 6-8, right-hander. And that is a double down the line for Chase. He's 2 for 2 today. For Roy Hartzell. 2-9. And that is a triple down the line for Hartzell. Chase comes home. It's a 6-0 ball game. Second run batted in for Hartzell. Here's John Knight. 1-6, struck him out. That's the first strikeout for Coombs. 2 down. And Bertie Cree, he tripled. 2 runs in. Here's Coombs. Pitch to Cree, 1-12, fly ball center. And Oldering makes the catch, side retired. He only allowed 1 run this inning. That's improvement. It's 6-0 in the middle of the second. Jack Coombs having a real tough time today. I guess it can happen to the best of them, huh? Here's Harry Davis to lead it off for the A's. We'll make coffee after this half inning. Here's the pitch. 2-10, grounds it to third, 1 down. Here's Danny Murphy. 1-4, walked him. So Murphy's on with 1 down. 1-14 stealing. Jack Barry at the plate. Pitch from Fisher. 3-5. And he walked him. Barry. Fisher walks Murphy and Barry. It's 1 out, first and second. And here's Jack Lapp, the pitcher for Philly today. Ira. Not starting. He started the first game. Here's the pitch to Lapp, 1-5. And that is a base hit by Lapp. And that'll load the bases. And they're going to let Jack Coombs hit. He is a 5NS. Different ball game back then, folks. Infield is back. He's batting left-handed against Fisher. Here's the pitch. 4-6, and he flies it to right. That'll be deep enough for Murphy to tag. So it's 2 outs, and it's a 6-1 ball game. And Coombs gets the run batted in for the Athletics. It's 2 outs, first and second now, and here's back to the top, Willie Hogan. Again, I'll be making coffee after this half inning. Fisher from the stretch. Pitch to Hogan for 8, and he walked him. So it's bases loaded now with 2 outs for Rube Oldring. He struck out in the first. And the pitch, 6-12, right-hander, hit back to Fisher. He's a 1, 13-1, and he throws him out, and the side is retired. But 1 run for the A's, and after 2, it's a 6-1 ball game. And we thank you, Kathy Harden, for the retweet, as we always do. So appreciative. Let me make some coffee, folks. I've been under a lot of stress lately. My sleep hasn't been so good, but I'm okay. I'm not under stress. I'm not particularly disturbed. So bear with me, folks. I may not be my usual boisterous self today, but I have reasons. We'll be fine. Just having a very subdued ball game today. That'll do all of this. Woo. Lord help me. There we go. Okay, let's coffee brewing, top of the third. 6-1 ball game. New York off to an early lead here. Coombs on the mound. He'll face Johnson. Okay, we're ready. Here's the pitch. 5-2, switch hitter. That's a fly ball to right, and Murphy is there, 1 down. Here comes Walter Blair, the catcher. Pitch from Coombs. 1-6, struck him out. That's the second for Jack. And here's Ray Fisher now. He singled, was out on a double play in the first. Coombs and the pitch. 2-7, and he struck him out. A 1-2-3 for Jack with 2 strikeouts. That's looking more like Jack Coombs. In the middle of the third, it's 6-1. Eddie Collins to lead it off for the A's. He doubled. Left on base in the first. Big Eddie Collins. Future Hall of Famer if they're going to create something like that. Yeah. It's brilliant. Okay, Fisher ready. Here's the pitch to Collins. That's 3-11, and he walked him, so Eddie's on. Being held 1-14. Here's Frank Baker. Fisher from the stretch. 4-5, fly ball left. And Bertie Cree makes the catch, one down for Harry Davis. One 7. Grounds it to short. He's being held, Collins. It goes through for a base hit. Collins will go to third. You've got to announce that if there's just my house rules, if you have and you're playing a solitaire, it's not solitaire, I'm playing with you, but it is solitaire. If you hold somebody, you got to say it out loud, and then if they remain on first with no one else on base, you have to unhold them. They remain on hold. So it's first and third, one out. Here's Danny Murphy now. Fisher working from the stretch. The pitch to Murphy. 1-7, and he flies it to center. This will be deep enough for another sacrifice fly. Hemphill makes the catch, and another run comes in, so the A's are trying to whittle away at that early lead. It's a 6-2 ball game. 2 outs, Davis on first. He's a D. Here's Jack Barry, part of that $100,000 infield. It's a $75,000 infield now with Stuffy McInnes out. But he'll be back. Here's Barry. He walked in the second. And that's 1-5. And that is a line drive to third caught by Hartzell. And the side is out. But another run for the A's on a walk, a single, and a sacrifice fly. After 3 complete, it's 6-2 New York. Okay, Coombs retired the side in the third after 2 very tough innings. He's allowed 6 runs in 3 innings. Harry Walter will lead it off. He's 0 for 2. Came to the plate twice in the first inning. Got the first out, and then he contributed to the second and third out with a ground ball double play. Walter is a left-handed hitter. Coombs winds. 4-8, left-hander, chops it to first. Davis has it, 1 away. He's 0 for 3. Walter. Here's Charlie Hemphill. Hemphill 1 for 2. And Coombs, the pitch. That's a 3-4. Grounds it back to Coombs. That's 2 away. So Coombs has retired 7 in order after that, just that miserable start to this ball game. Here's Hal Chase. Hal 2 for 2. That's 5-11 right-hander. Fly ball center, and Oldring makes the catch. That's 8 in a row for Jack Coombs. It's another 1-2-3. Middle of the fourth. It's still a 6-2 ball game. I'm going to do what they call sneak a cup, Kathy Harden. I hope you're doing well. This game is devoted to all of those persons in the United States or on behalf of the United States, who gave the ultimate sacrifice on Memorial Day. We think of them so that we have freedom. Let me sneak a cup. Bottom of the fourth, it'll be Lapp leading it off. Then Coombs, if they let him hit. And Hogan. I don't see why not. He's settled down. I'm going to get some coffee, Captain. Oh, Lord Christ. Help me, please. Somebody get me out of this trance that I'm in. Let me think differently. A new world view, a fresh perspective of life. Okay, I got the coffee here. Easy, easy. Okay, Fisher facing Jack Lapp here, bottom of the fourth. Fisher is ready. Here's the pitch to Lapp. 1-5, and that is a base hit. It looks like that was where he hit it last time. So Lapp 2 for 2 today. And here's Jack Coombs. He's a C bunter. I don't think so. 5 NS. He'll bat left-handed against Ray Fisher. Okay, Fisher now. 3-5, and that's a base hit by Coombs. Right off his own card. Lapp goes to third. So the A's have first and third. Oh my God, Kathy Harden. I am so sorry, Kathy. You know, I hate when shit like that happens. So you have a neighbor above. Do you rent or own? That's what I really want to know. Do you rent or do you own? Big question. First and third, nobody out. The A's are at it again, chipping away here. Thanks for sharing it, Kathy. Hate when that happens. And they're responsible for damage. They're responsible for the plumber. They're responsible for everything. Always on a holiday own. You own? Is it like a condo? You don't have to get into it with me. But yeah, you got to hold them responsible for this. Here's Hogan, first and third, no outs. Infield back. Pitch to Hogan, 5-8, and he struck him out. That's the second by Fisher. Always on a holiday own. I'm not sure what that means. Here's Rube Oldring with 1 out, first and third. Oh, it's a condo. Okay, you own. Okay. I hope to hell that they freaking fix that. So I guess it's their plumber, but if there's damage to your ceiling, to your whatever, they've got to be responsible for that. Let me know how that goes. Whew. First and third, 1 down. Here's Oldring now. Fisher. And the pitch to Oldring. 3-6. And it's a base hit for Oldring. Lapp comes home. Coombs to third. And it's a 6-3 ball game, Kathy. First and third, 1 out. And here's Eddie Collins. So Fisher getting hit. And Philly. I say Philly, it's really the A's. You don't want to call them that. Chipping away, it's a 6-3 ball game, Kathy. I hope they're due in today, huh? Here's Eddie Collins. First and third, 1 out. 4-7, walked him. That loads the bases. Second walk drawn by Collins. Okay, good. I understand. But I hope they're coming today. And it will get sorted out. So Fisher in trouble here. Bases loaded, one down. Baker 0 for 2. Here's Fisher now. That's 5-7, and he struck him out. But that's only the second out, the third strikeout for Fisher. Baker 0 for 3 today. And it's going to be up to Harry Davis with the bases loaded and 2 down. 6-3 now. 3-8, and he grounds it back to Fisher, and the side is retired. But another run for Philadelphia. On 3 singles, a walk, and 2 left on. After 4, it's a 6-3 ball game. Here comes Coombs. He's retired 8 in order after that rocky start. Roy Hartzell 2 for 2, singled and tripled. Okay, Coombs, excellent game. The pitch to Hartzell, 5-6, left-hander, flies it to center, and Oldring makes the catch. That's 9 in a row for Jack Coombs. Here's John Knight. Coombs winds, and the pitch. 1-5, and there it goes. That's a drive hit out into the gap. Extra bases, and Knight's at with a triple. A lot of triples. Christ, and he only had 7. A triple by Knight off Coombs. You know, Coombs didn't have the greatest ERA. It was 3.53, if I'm reading that correctly, but you know, that happens. So Knight is on third with 1 out. Birdie Cree, the batter. Birdie 1 for 2. Coombs throws for 10. Fly ball center. And Oldring makes the catch, but Knight tags up. And that's going to make it a 7-3 ball game. Third run batted in for Cree. 2 outs now, and Otis Johnson. One 4, and it's hit. That's hit in the gap for Otis. That's a triple. Holy cow! Lord, lots of triples. Here's Walter Blair. 2 outs. Johnson on third. 6-3. Fly ball left X. Oh my Lord, Hogan a 4. 24. Reroll. 8-4. And that's a 3-base error by Hogan. Oh my Lord, what a ball game. God, that's unearned. A 3-base error. I don't know how that's possible. But it's Blair on third with 2 outs now. Here's Jack Fisher. 2 runs in here. It's 8-3. And the pitch, 5-2. Right-hander. And it's a base hit. Blair scores, unearned. Just with 2 outs here. It's 9-3. Here's Harry Walter. 4-6, struck him out. 4th strikeout for Coombs, but 3 more runs, 2 of them were unearned. Middle of the 5th, 9-3 ball game. Okay, here comes Murphy now to lead it off for Philly. And the pitch, 6-6. There's a base hit to right to start it off. Being held 1-14. Here's Jack Barry. Walked, popped to third. 1-7. Base hit. First and third. Nobody out. For Jack Lapp. 3-6. Fly ball center. And it looks like that's also going to be a sacrifice fly. Caught by Hemphill. And Murphy scores. It's 9-4. They got more to chip away at now. And Coombs will hit. Oh yeah. Barry on first, one down. Coombs, sacrifice fly and a single. Here's Fisher. 1-8. Fly ball center, 2 outs. Hemphill made that. And here's Hogan. 0 for 2 with a walk. 2-7. Fly ball left. And Bertie Cree makes the catch. Side retired. One more run for the A's here in the bottom of the 5th. It's 9-4 through 5. Jack Coombs, he's thrown a lot of pitches, but I guess, Connie Mack is keeping him in the ball game. He is a bit of a workhorse. He had 337 innings pitched. Give him another chance to pitch a couple innings here. Charlie Hemphill, the batter. 1 for 3. Here's Coombs. And that 6-6 left-handed struck him out. That's the 5th for Coombs. Yeah. Al Chase. 2 for 3 today. Coombs winds. 3-11. Grounds it to first. Scooped by Davis. 2 outs. And Roy Hartzell. 2 for 3. 4 triples in the ball game for New York. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch to Hartzell. That's a 1-7, and that is a line drive to second, caught by Collins. It's a 1-2-3 for Coombs. Middle of the 6th, it's 9-4. Fisher holding the A's just barely. Endurance is in the 7th. It'll be Oldring, Collins, and Baker. At Baker. My Lord, these are good hitters. Okay, Fisher now. And the pitch. 6'10" right-hander, grounder to third. That's for Hartzell. He's a 4, 19-4, and he throws him out. 1 down. And here's Eddie Collins. Doubled, walked twice. 1-7, and it's a base hit by Collins. He's 2 for 2 with 2 walks today. Being held 1-14. Frank Baker is the batter. He's 0 for 3. Oh, pitch from Fisher. 5'8", left-hander, fly ball center, and Hemphill makes the catch. 2 away for Harry Davis. Davis in for the injured Stuffy McInnes. 2 outs, Collins on first. And the pitch, that's 6'10", right-hander, chopped to third. Hartzell a 4. 1-4 goes through for a base hit. Collins will go to third. First and third, 2 down. And Danny Murphy, the batter. Clutch situation for Murphy. Here's Fisher now. That's 5'6", right-hander, and that's going to go through for a base hit. And Collins scores. Davis goes to third. And it's a 9-5 ball game. Another run batted in for Murphy. And Jack Barry comes up, clutch situation. Fisher is allowed a run in each of since every inning since the second here. It's 9-5 now. First and third, 2 down, pitch to Barry. 2-11, and he grounds it to short. Johnson has it, and the side is out. But another run for the A's. And through 6, it's New York Highlanders 9, Philadelphia Athletics 5. Here's Coombs, retired the side in order. Let's get some more coffee going. We'll take a break after this half inning. Kathy and I both dealing with stuff. She's dealing with a goddamn washing machine that leaks, and the people who live above her waiting for a plumber on a national holiday. Fucking, shit. I mean, really. Fucking shit. Oh. Okay, here comes John Knight to lead it off. 2 for 3, singled and scored, tripled and scored with a run batted in. Cree on deck. Here's Coombs now. 6-3 against the right-hander. Fly ball left, going back Hogan. 18-4, reroll. 8-4. And he makes a 3-base error. Oh, my. That's his second 3-base error of the ball game. I guess it could happen. Jesus. That guy's dangerous out there, Hogan. Christ almighty. Shit. Here's Birdie Cree now. 3 runs batted in today. Here's Coombs. 110, and he singles to right, Birdie Cree, and Knight comes home. It's unearned. 4th run batted in, though, to Cree. We give that to him. That's the 3rd unearned run. All attributable to Hogan. Willie Hogan. Cree on first now, being held 1-13. No outs. Here's Otis Johnson. 2-9, struck him out. It's an unusual game. It's a sort of a wacky game. Paul Blair, the batter. It's 1 out, Cree on first. It's 10-5 now. The A's chip away, and New York comes back. Walter Blair facing Coombs. And the pitch, 2-8. Grounds it to short. That'll be a double play. Turned by Barry. But another run And we're in the middle of the 7th. It's New York 10, Philadelphia 5. And we will take a 5. Speaking of 5, we'll take a 5-minute break here. My name's Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, and we're doing 2 replays here, Kathy Harden, 1911 and 1969. And when we come back, there may be a pinch hitter for Coombs. God, they don't have, it's amazing how little they use relief pitchers. Shit. Very little. God almighty. Almighty. Doc Martin is warming. He's a right-hander. He's warming in the A's bullpen in case they want to use a pinch hitter. Briss Lord is available to hit. I think we used Amos Strunk, a left-handed hitter, last game. McKenna's pinch hit in real world in this game. So it shows that he still didn't play for about 5 or 6 games, but he was well enough to pinch hit. I'd like to use him. But we'll see if that's what Connie Mack is going to do. Again, I'm Jeffrey Guterman. Stay strong, folks. I'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes. Oh, that's good coffee. Wow. I will be back. Kathy Harden. Oh. Well, we're back, and it's a 10-5 ball game. We're just underway here, folks, with our 1911 replay. We're only on day 2. Opening day was April 12, 1911. The A's in danger of going 0-2 here in the first 2 games of the season, the returning world champions. A tough outing by Jack Coombs. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. Jack Lapp will lead it off, facing Fisher. His endurance inning is the 7th. Lapp replaced Ira behind the plate today, and he's done pretty well. 2 for 2. 2 singles, scored a run and a sacrifice fly. Lapp will lead it off. I do not see Coombs on the on-deck circle. I don't know if they had one back then. Here's Ray Fisher now. The pitch to Lapp. 3-9. And he struck him out. That's the 4th strikeout for Fisher today. And yes, it's Stuffy McInnes coming out. Part of that $100,000 infield. That's a whopping $25,000 a year for him. Stuffy McInnes, who is not, he's hurt, okay? He's on the mend, but he pinch hit in real world in this game, and he's going to pinch hit right here for his first plate appearance of this very early 1911 season here. It's 1 out, nobody on. Stuffy at the plate. Here's Fisher now. The pitch to McInnes. Whoa, 4-6. He struck him out. Oh, Lord. Look at that. You didn't see that. It fell off the board. House rules, it counts. Fisher strikes out 2 in order here in the bottom of the 7th. He's got 5 now. McInnes goes down on strikes. 2 outs, nobody on, and here's Willie Hogan with 2 3-base errors today. Scoring runs. Responsible for 3 runs, those errors. I'm sure he feels like crap. Here's Fisher now. And it's 1-8, and he grounds it back to Fisher, and the side is out. 1-2-3 for Fisher. And Fisher looking better now. That was his endurance inning, by the way. We've gone 7. It's a 10-5 ball game. And there's a new pitcher now for Philadelphia. It's Doc Martin, a right-hander. Doc Martin. And he didn't pitch much, but we're using him here. Coombs pitched 7. He's the loser of record. Boy, he let up a shitload of hits. Fourteen frickin' hits. We're not keeping hits or walks, okay? But it looks good. He didn't walk a batter, I'll give him that. He struck out 6 and allowed 7 earned runs. I'm sorry, 6. 4 unearned. So he had 6 earned runs. Loser of record. Here's Doc Martin facing Fisher here in the top of the 8th. Ray Fisher, 2 for 3 today. Okay, Martin is ready. Here's the pitch to Fisher. Right-hander, 3-6, struck him out. Now Harry Walter, 0 for 4. That's 5-9, left-hander, hit deep. Oh my, it's going, it's in the gap and rolling. Remember, there's no fence here. Walter rounding third, coming home. It's a home run for Harry Walter. An inside the park home run for Harry Walter. There's no fence here, I don't think. Oh my, they add insult to injury here. Harry Walter with the home run. That's his first of the season. He had 4. So it's an 11-5 ball game. Here's Martin now. Martin 1 for 4. Hemphill. Here's Hemphill now. I'm sorry. Hemphill 1 for 4 today. Here's Martin now. 4-4 left-handed, grounds to third. Baker, he's a 2. 6-2. And he throws him out. 2 away here in the top of the 8th. And Hal Chase, 2 for 4. Yeah. And the pitch, 6-3. Fly ball right by Chase. Going back is Murphy. He's a 2. 14-2, and he makes the catch, and the side is out. But another run on a home run by Harry Walter, his first of the season. Middle of the 8th, 11-5 ball game. Here's Ray Fisher trying to finish this. Rube Oldring is the batter. Caldwell, and Quinn are available. I think they pitched in real world in this game. Here's Rube Oldring leading it off 1 for 4. Fisher winds. 3-8, and he grounds it to short, 1 away. Now Eddie Collins. Collins 2 for 2. 2 walks. Perfect today. 5-9. Struck him out. That's the 6th for Fisher. Looking tough here in the late innings. 6 in a row. Now Frank Baker. 0 for 4. 2-4. And he flies it to left field. And Bertie Cree makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 for Ray Fisher. Looking tough here in the late innings. Okay, Martin in his second inning here, top of the 9th, will face Hartzell to lead it off. 2 for 4, a single, a triple, 2 runs batted in. 6-11 left-handed, struck him out. Now John Knight. Knight 2 for 4. Scored 3 runs today. 1-4, and he struck him out. That's 3 for Doc Martin. And now Bertie Cree with 4 runs batted in today. Whew, 2 for 3, a sacrifice fly. Here's the pitch. 3-6, and he singles up the middle. 3 for 4. Being held 1-2, 13 for Otis Johnson. Switch hitter batting left. Martin from the stretch here. 5. Oh, that's a reroll. Pitch to Otis, 5-6, left-handed, struck him out, and he struck out the side. Gives him 4, Doc Martin. We're heading to the bottom of the ninth. This is it for the A's. A miserable game for these returning world champions. It'll be Davis, Murphy, and Barry. A little coffee to finish it off. Harry Davis steps into the batter's box. He's 2 for 4. It's not like the A's haven't hit today. They've scored 5 runs, but the Highlanders have scored 11. Here's the pitch to Davis. Fisher trying to finish this up. 4-10, fly ball center. Hemphill is a 3. 9-3, he can't get it. Drops in for a double. 3 for 5, Davis. A's down by 6 with Davis on second, no outs. Here's Danny Murphy. And the pitch, 6-7. Grounder to second for Knight, who's a 4. 2-4, that goes through for a base hit. And Davis scores. Okay. So, one more hit or walk. Fisher has fatigued. It's 11-6 now. He's down by 5. Jack Barry, the hitter. Let's see if Fisher can finish this ball game. Here's Fisher now. The pitch to Barry. 5-6, and that is a base hit for Barry. Murphy goes to third. 3 consecutive hits allowed by Fisher here in the ninth. What a bunch of hitting today. And that's going to be it for Ray Fisher. He has reached fatigue. He pitched 8 innings, has not retired a batter here in the ninth. He allowed 1, 2. He allowed 14 hits in 8 innings. That's what I'm saying. The hits are just unbelievable here in this game. 3, 4, 5. Wow, he walked 5, struck out 6. And he's allowed 6 runs. Thus far, responsible for first and third with nobody out. Jack Lapp is the next hitter. He's a left-hander. And coming in is Ray Caldwell, a right-hander. It's a mini rally indeed. And with the score 11-6, Caldwell is not eligible for the save. So Caldwell, well, wait a minute. 11-6, 6, 11-8. Actually, he may be. Mr. Perotta's not here, but with the 2 runners on, that would make it within 3. But I don't know. We'll err on the side of conservatism and say no. Ray Caldwell warming up. And here's Jack Lapp. It's 11-6 ball game. Okay, Caldwell is ready. Here's the stretch. Infield back. Pitch to Lapp. 3-6. And he flies it to center. This will be deep enough for Murphy to tag. Hemphill makes the catch. That's his second sacrifice fly to Hemphill today. And that gives him 2 runs batted in. Barry holds on first. It's 11-7. And there'll be a hitter here for Martin, who pitched 2 innings. Let's see who's coming in. It's Briss Lord. Briss Lord coming in. He's been hurt, but he's well enough to pinch hit here. Briss Lord facing Caldwell. It's 1 out, Barry on first. He is an A being held, 1-14. Okay, here's Caldwell from the stretch, the pitch to Lord. 1-7, and he flies it to left. Birdie Cree makes the catch, and it's 2 away. Barry holds. And it's all up to Willie Hogan, who made those 2 very costly errors in left field today. Caldwell trying to finish this up here. Here is Caldwell now. The pitch to Hogan. 4-9. And that's hit well into the gap. And that's going to be a double. Barry will go to third. He'll hold. No reason to bring him home. I don't care. He's a 1-16, 1-18. I don't give a shit. Really. They don't need 1 run. So it's second and third, 2 outs. Caldwell will face Oldring now, who's 1 for 5. I know that may seem unusual to some of you. New York 11, Philadelphia 7. They're down by 4. Here's Oldring at the plate. The pitch from Caldwell. 1-5, and that's a base hit up the middle. Barry scores. Let's see if Hogan's coming home. He's a 1-13, 1-15. He'll hold. 3 runs, all charged to Fisher. He allows 8 runs in 8 innings. And Caldwell in huge trouble here. It's an 11-8 ball game, and here's Eddie Collins. He is the tying run at the plate. Eddie Collins, the tying run at the plate. Quinn is warming. And that's going to be it for Caldwell. Whew. They're bringing in Jack Quinn here. My Lord, what a game. Pitched 2/3 of an inning, did much harm. He allowed 2 hits and no runs, but he's responsible for the tying run. No, he cannot lose it. Quinn is responsible for the tying run, who is at the plate. So Quinn comes in, he's ready, and Big Eddie Collins. Crazy game. Yeah, it's sort of a schizophrenic type game. I don't like to use that word, but Eddie Collins. It's 11-8 ball game. Oldring on first, Hogan on third. Collins the tying run. Quinn is ready. The pitch to Collins. 4-8. Base hit up the middle. Hogan scores. Oldring to third. 4 runs. That one's charged to Caldwell. He's also responsible for first and third. Now Quinn is the loser, or letting up the tying run, I'm sorry. Here's Frank Baker now. What an inning. Collins on first, Oldring on third, 2 outs. This is a 2-out rally here, within a rally. Baker 0 for 5. A home run could win it. 11-9 ball game. Baker at the plate, the winning run. Here's Quinn now. The pitch to Baker. 2-7. Fly ball center. Hemphill makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Oh, a tough game for Philadelphia and New York. The final score, New York Highlanders 11. Philadelphia A's 9. What a ball game. The win goes to Fisher, who allowed 8 runs in 8 innings. His first of the game. Quinn pitched 1/3, allowed 3 hits. What could this be? Fisher allowed 5. Eight. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's very correct. The loss goes to Jack Coombs. I don't believe there's a save there. We're not going to give one. The Highlanders had 11 runs on 16 hits and no errors. The Philadelphia A's 9 runs on 19 hits, out-hitting the Highlanders by 3 with 2 errors. I'm not going to do a star of the game either. If you want, you can. Mr. Perota is here. And he says that Quinn gets the save, and there it goes. I had a feeling. And do you have a star of the game, sir? It's Cree. I figured. Birdie Cree is the star of the game. He went 3 for 4, with 4 runs batted in. And I'll do a quick one on Birdie. We're trying to get to know these people. Birdie Cree was born in 1882. He died at age 60 in 1942. He only played 8 years. He started with the Highlanders, ended with the Highlanders. This was probably his best season ever. He hit 348. Birdie Cree. For those of you interested, the day after tomorrow will be our next game in the 1911 replay. It'll be the Cleveland Naps at the St. Louis Browns. That'll be on Wednesday. Tomorrow, we go back to 1969, Montreal at Houston. And remember, Houston is only 9 games. 1 hit. I don't keep that stat, but oh my Lord. We're gonna, I don't know how I did that. Yeah, you're right, sir. He didn't allow the hits to Hogan? When did he come in? Oh, yeah, here. He came in here. I'm so... Wait a minute. Yeah, he came in right here. I'm so sorry, sir. Good eye. God, you have an eagle eye. Fortunately, I don't keep that statistic. I'm so sorry about your dog. What's going on with him? Does he have a problem with his bladder? Yeah. Thank you, sir. This ball game's over. We're going to put this in the books. Kathy Harden has had her own issues. We wish you the best, Kathy. Let us know how that goes with the plumber today. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean, Mr. Perota. I wish you the best. You and your dog and your family. You're a good guy. You really are. Kathy, I wish you the best on that ridiculous situation you got going there with the goddamn washing machine above you. Folks, I wish you all the best. Stay strong, and I'll catch you tomorrow morning. Take care.